Okay. Okay, wonderful. So I thought today that I would do the practice on a book called Feeding Your Demons, and I put that in there. I just saw that in the library the other day, and it just spoke to me. And I have been told that the best way to learn something is to teach it. And I will be learning right along with you. So we're going to all channel Diana as we do this. And the book is based on a Tibetan monk called Mashik Labradon. I'm sure I'm butchering all the names, but Sultram Ali is the one who wrote this book. And I'll start off with just I think a lot of people are coming in, so I'm just going to admit them all. I'm going to start with a little poem that is in here by Milarepa, and it says, Meeting the Demon. The malignant male and female demons who create myriad troubles and obstructions seem real before one has achieved enlightenment. But when one realizes their true nature, they become protectors, and through their help and assistance, one attains numerous accomplishments. So here in the book, the demons are referred to as obsessions or fears or illnesses, any other problem that is affecting us on the physical, emotional, or mental levels. And that's what they call demons here. The practice that this Tibetan monk created or was revealed to her is spelled CHOD. I think it's pronounced Chu, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's pronounced Chu, which means to cut through. And we can begin with the practice, and then we can reflect on how everybody's experience was, if that's okay with y'all. So if you are comfortable, go ahead and relax and sit in a dignified, comfortable, but upright posture. And you can close your eyes if you'd like, or just soften your gaze. And before any practice, we always want to set an intention. In my case, I will set two intentions. One for the practice today as being in service and therefore not indulging in self-criticism or self-doubt, rather just letting the practice come through me. And second intention on a personal level is to actually feel and go inward and feed the demon that they talk about. So let's begin with just some relaxing breaths. And as you take in a deep breath, you feel that air going through the nose, into your lungs, into the heart, and then just coursing through all your body parts, soothing your back, your shoulders, your arms, down your legs, all the way down to your tippy toes. As you take another breath, feel it go again from your lungs to the heart, up your neck, softening that jaw, your face muscles, your forehead, your scalp. It's like blessing your whole body and bathing it in this golden, beautiful morning light. You can hear the birds in my backyard. And just nature is ready for us, for this beautiful practice. Now, as we continue breathing, Let's try and scan our body on 3 different levels to find the so-called demons. Is there anything that's bothering you on a physical level? Any aches and pains that just interfere with your day-to-day life and keep you from living your best life? As you breathe in, do you feel anything on an emotional level? Whether it's in your heart, your stomach, your shoulders. As you breathe in again, scan yourself mentally. It's early in the morning, but is your mind already going 1,000 miles a minute? Is there something that's nagging you, distracting you, bothering you? As you breathe in, there may be multiple things that trouble you. Let's just pick one. Pick one that you would like to focus on. And as you put your hand on your heart, invite yourself to have a conversation with the so-called demon that's actually there to just protect us. You can leave your hand on your heart, or you can leave it in your lap or by your side. Now, as you have decided on the demon that you're going to work with, let us personify it. Can you give it a shape, a gender, a size, a color? When I first started, I was looking at my demon more like an inanimate object, but we invite you to personify it as a being, a creature of any kind. Notice the color, the skin surface, the character. Can you get a sense of what emotional state that being might have? Can you try and gaze into that being's eyes? Just breathe into the feeling, the sensation, the demon in your body. Try and locate the intensity. And then pour it into this being that's sitting in front of you. This demon that has been looming and been on your mind, in your body, troubling you, not letting you live your fullest life in joy. And as you look at that demon, let's ask a few questions. What do you want from me? What do you need from me? And how will you feel if I give you what you need? The physical demon, the emotional demon, the mental demon. Once again, as you breathe, look at it with love, not as an irritation, not as something to be conquered or pushed down or ignored, rather really giving it attention for the first time. Let's ask again, What do you want from me? What do you need from me? And how would you feel if you get what you need? And as we think and mull over this question, let's switch sides. In our mind, let's become that demon. Become that demon and be that observer looking at yourself. And now let's answer those questions as the demon. That physical demon, that mental demon, or that emotional demon. How would that demon answer the questions? What I want from you is what I need from you is and when that need is met, I will feel think what the demon would say when its wants, its needs, everything is met. What'll happen to that demon? Let's just breathe and scan our body again. And as that demon that we chose to work with today, what do I need? And if I get everything I need, what'll happen to me, the demon? Now let's switch back to our original position as you facing that demon. Take a minute to breathe in again and really have the felt presence of your body. The breath going all the way through, nourishing your feet on the ground or on the bed that you're sitting on. Blood flowing through you. And again, from that heart space, feel yourself dissolving into what she describes as nectar. A nectar full of love, attention, of anything that the demon wanted, your demon. And feel yourself as though there is a current, a river that's flowing through your heart into the demons. And you're pouring this love, attention, fulfilling the demon's wants and needs. And you're feeding it in any way, whether the demon is being bathed in it, or you're feeding it, or you're pouring it into it. However, you can flood that pure nectar, which is full of everything that the demon would ask and need and want. What happens to that demon? Does it change its size, its color, its emotional state? Does it shrink? Does it grow bigger? Does it get meaner? Does it get more loving? Are you able to soothe it? Does nothing happen? Do things get worse now that you're paying attention to something that you had put away? Let's just sit for a few minutes, pouring and giving attention to that demon that you have chosen to focus on today. Let's see how you feel. Let's see how that demon feels. Let's breathe together for a few minutes. Just breathing, at the same time being yourself and seeing yourself in the demon in front of you, giving it everything that it needs. What happens to it? Sit for a minute and then we can share if somebody is up to it. Remember to breathe, not get caught in the emotional or the mental chatter. Feed the demon, but stay grounded where you are. See how the demon is feeling as you're pouring that nectar, a little river of light going from you to the demon. feeding it everything that it needs, everything that it wants. What's happening to that demon? Its color, its size, its shape, its physical, mental, and emotional states. As you give it everything it needs. Just rest in awareness of your being, being here and now in this body, in this emotional state, in this mental frame of mind. Little haven of stillness before we will start our day again. Feeling as time goes by and yet stands completely still. This beautiful day. Breathing in, nourishing yourself with love, and then letting that light, that river of nectar flowing to the demon, and nourishing it with everything it needs, as though you're a conduit. Take a few more breaths and put your attention back to your heart. If you would like, you could put your hand on your heart again and acknowledge how you are capable and full of everything that you want or need. Promising that demon that you will try and feed and become allies, not fight it, not ignore it, but rather be there side by side, dissolving into each other. I would invite you all to put on your videos and your mics and please share if you can. It is 7:56. And we can be here as much or as little as we like. Would anybody like to share?
Hi, Poonam. This is Lisa. I haven't done that meditation for a little while, so it was wonderful practice to have it again. When you were inquiring about how things were changing, I started out and I felt that my demon was fear, and that my demon wanted kindness and stability. And when you asked how things changed, I realized that it wasn't fear, but judgment. And so the part about the kindness, and that's how I knew, was because the stability was sort of like, the opposite of fear and uncertainty and all of that, right? So that makes sense. But that sort of all fell away, and it became much more about kindness. And then that's when I realized, no, this is really about judgment. And it softened. That's really what happened. So once I connected more to the kindness aspect, it softened. So it was very interesting. And then it became more natural also to go back to the heart, right? Because that's softening. So thank you. That was very nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? I think this is the first time that I'm doing it also. So I'm not sure if people haven't heard of it. Did it come, were you able to picture it or have that meditation, or was there resistance in not knowing what to expect? For me also, initially when I thought about the demon, it was an inanimate object. For me, it was almost like a brick that was hard and sticky and dark brown and with lots of rough edges. And when the meditation had asked to personify it as a living being, interestingly, it became a baby, a small baby that's crying, asking for help. And it's so interesting how closed off and resisting I was for the meditation initially, almost afraid to look into what is needed. But the fact that we could give it what it needed without necessarily needing somebody else to fulfill that is a great concept. I have a lot of work to do. I have to do this meditation several times, but what an awesome, hopeful thought that we could feed it ourselves and we have everything we need to feel better. So that was good for me.
I'll jump back in just to say, because of I was looking at one of the comments from Robin talking about being a little fearful at the beginning.
Mhm.
So as proceeded, I thought that was, I felt similarly. Just the idea that we even call it the demon, immediately kind of, at least for myself, I was bracing a bit.
Mhm.
Like, do I really want to go here? And that's why, again, it was so surprising when the demon turned out to be something very different and much less of a, I'll say much less of a monster than I originally thought the experience might be.
Right, right. Yeah, it's interesting how they use that word here. But so I'll read a little bit. I think I kind of read a little bit about it, but demons are our obsessions and fears, chronic illness, or common problems like depression, anxiety, and addiction. They are not bloodthirsty ghouls waiting for us in dark places. They are within us, the forces that we fight inside ourselves. They are inner enemies that undermine our best intentions. And the approach of giving form to these inner forces and feeding it rather than struggling is then, she talks about that. So, yeah. And I think for me also the fact that the words that we use are have so much power, right? So when we say demon, we have one connotation in our head, but by the same token, when we talk about pouring what the demon wants, needs, or how it'll feel, by dissolving yourself into a nectar that you're pouring into this demon, just the word nectar automatically for me is something of the gods, something pure, loving, something that'll soothe and coat. So the power of words is pretty amazing. So I think we can use it in both ways. And if we articulate like, okay, this is what I want, and here I'm giving you what you want. The power of self-suggestion, I guess, is interesting to see. Anybody else?
Thank you so much for this morning's meditation. It was beautiful, very, very nice, and very helpful for me. This week has been a little edgy, and getting through the process of accepting some treatments that I'm going to be taking, and being surrounded by great friends and family, and supported where I usually push away. And interestingly enough, I have a neighbor who's just not always so pleasant. And like, I think she just likes to stir this kettle to just create some chaos. So interestingly enough, this happened this week. And, I think she just likes to try to like use the expression of yank my chain to get a reaction, which I'm just like, no. And I always leave it as, I can talk to you about this like face to face, because she likes to do this through texting. And I'm just like, well, no, I want to see you and get this, misunderstanding or whatever situation or whatever you're creating handled. And she didn't have some nice things to say. And in this text, I could feel myself getting very upset and wanting to say some things. And I just let it go and went, okay, no problem. And with this meditation today, I kind of just, it was like she was the demon.
Yeah. She needed love and attention.
And exactly, that was it. It's just, and that's how I felt the other day talking to my friend about it. Was, I don't know why, I mean, whatever situation or why she's so unhappy and wants to create this chaos. And it's really, really sad. It makes me sad for her. And so what I was just doing yesterday and today in the meditation was just the nectar, just feeding her like this love, or, what is it you need? Or what is it that, what from me do you want? Like, I don't know, but I'm just going to embrace her as much as I can and hope that she can be happy or something. But for myself, it was just that need of like, what is it about what do I need for myself? Like the way that I was like not wanting to ask friends for help, or, like getting out of my zone of accepting the help from other people. And so it kind of was like this little duality there of letting people in and embracing that. But then also, just like that whole exchange. So thank you. Thank you so much. It was very,
yeah. Shivam, thank you. I see that you also, it's interesting how we all get exactly what we need that day, right? Whether it's a spiritual book you're going to open, or a talk, or somebody you meet, somehow there is this divine way of things being delivered to us exactly as we need it. But I have to remind myself that includes good and bad. There's a teaching, a learning, and everything. So, well, it is a Saturday and I am new to this. So do we want to sit and practice till 8:30? Do we sign off? Can you all help me? What is the right thing to do?
We typically might sit a little bit longer, just for a bit period of time, just a couple minutes, or everybody kind of recenter and then move on with their day.
Okay, let's do that. And I thank you for this opportunity. And in Hindi, we say bhul chuk maaf karna, which means if I made any mistakes, please forgive me. So with that, let's sit for a few minutes and everybody can sign off as they see fit. And I'll be here as long as we need to, of course. And thank you.
Yes. It's okay. Hi. Hi. It's okay, girl. Yeah.